It's been a good week. It's been a good week. Okay, let's get organized here, Fresh Baked. Doom, doo, doom, doo, doo, doom, doom, doo, doom, doo, 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 doom. How you guys doing? I have had myself a day today. Whew. I don't know if you guys do. You guys follow Liz on Insta? If so, oh my god, I forgot my code. There we go. Liz has been in Washington for a week. Not a week. She's been maybe 4 days now. She's been there since Monday. It'll be 5 days tomorrow. I took her to the airport. I think, yeah, it was Monday, right? Monday. So I've been I've been a solo parent and trying to do all this fresh baked stuff at the same time. It has been Washington State, yeah, the Northwest, and it has been. I am almost dead. No, Liz is not doing collaboration with Out of the Woo, although they were this close. They were this close. They were trying to get together, but the timing didn't work out. But yeah, they actually did some of the same things. They both, whatever that burger joint is in Washington, the In-N-Out style joint. He was in one and she was in a different one, but at the same time. Yeah, she's visiting a friend for a few days. Thank you to Stay Fluffed for the $5 gift. During questions, Iger mentioned a version of Avatar in context of increasing park capacity. What if it's a part of the Disneyland Forward expansion? I'll believe Disneyland Forward when I see it. As I've said often, Disneyland Forward is nothing more at present than a PowerPoint presentation. That's all it is right now, is a PowerPoint presentation. Disney has no plans. They haven't. The concept art is as far as they've gotten, and that concept art has no detail in it. So I think we're at least 10 years from that being a thing. So no, I don't think that Avatar is anywhere near being part of Disneyland Forward. What a version of Avatar means, I don't know, but I don't think it's a land or a ride. But we'll see. I went to the park today to shoot State of Disneyland, and we talk about some of those options, some things that I have, some things that were pointed out to me that made me think, and some things that I kind of just had a moment of clarity. So I don't know. We'll see. Stay tuned for State of Disneyland tomorrow. And thank you to Jeremy777. Hey, David, are you doing any future vacations coming up? Funny that you should ask, Jeremy777. Yeah. Except it's going to be a solo trip. I am going to the opening day of Tron. April 4th? Is that right? April 4th? I'll be there the first day that Tron is open to the public. I'll be there for 3 days. I'm going to do Epcot and Magic Kingdom, and then whatever I have left for the third day, depending on how it goes on the first day at Tron. But I'm going to be there. It's not a media thing. I'm just going as a regular paying guest. I'm paying my way, and but I'm going. So I've already got my next WDW trip set. I've already bought the tickets for the flight, and I'm making plans for the stay at the hotel. CVC JR gifted $20. Thank you. I'm concerned about Patrick Begore's home in the base of the tree by Indiana Jones ride. Was that planter that got changed the one where Begore's home is? Is it still there? No, that is not the same planter. Patrick's home was untouched completely. That space where his tree is was not touched at all by any of the modifications. Jungle Cruiser, get the $10. Thank you. Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway got me to compromise my values and buy my first individual Lightning Lane. Also completed the Wireless Ride Challenge. Rode Railway, Rise, and Luigi's. Less interesting last night. That's funny. Anyway, so what a day that I had today, guys! You wouldn't believe the day. So I was up until about midnight writing the news video that we published today. Baby Sophia woke me up at 7, had breakfast, then I edited that video. I edited the news video this morning, then packed Sophia in the car, went to Disneyland, shot State of Disneyland, and then we're back here in time for dinner, dinner and a live stream. I am beat. And all of this while trying to keep the house clean as much as possible and making sure that Sophia is fed. Stay left, get the $2. Thank you. I wouldn't be surprised if Avatar replaces Autopia. I would. I would be very surprised if that happened. Yeah, who's in the park? Who is in the park? I'm ready to buy a treat. Danielle Snow. Hello, Danielle Snow. Are you hungry? Hi, do you recommend going to the park early for the return of Magic Happens? Well, I mean, the parade times are 3:30 and 6:30, so no, I don't. I mean, if that's all, if your only goal is to see Magic Happens, then no, you don't need to get early unless you mean, well, you mean early like as in the time of day that you get to the park, right? What if they use Tom Sawyer's Island for Avatar? Boy, man, you people got to stop putting that stuff in the atmosphere, man. You got to stop talking about that kind of thing. Don't put that out there. No, I don't want that to happen at all. I said that's what I said in the video, man. There's so many things that are that I cherish that I do not want to see anything happen to, even for something as cool as Avatar. Kyle Boucher, get the $5. Thank you, Kyle. Excited to see your Tron coverage. Also, while you were there, you have to watch Happy Ever After and ride Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah, I have to do Guardians. One of my days is Epcot for sure. I got to do that. I got to do Guardians there. And there's that that show in America that I want to see. There's a couple of countries that I want to visit in World Showcase. And take care. And then I'm going to go to Magic Kingdom, obviously, and we'll do People Mover and all that stuff as well. Okay, Danielle says she wants a DCA Mickey pretzel from Pacific Wharf with cheese. Now that's how you do it, you guys. That's how you do it. You don't like waffle and like, I don't know. You say what you want. And you say you want it with cheese. I love it. Give me some cheese with my pretzel. Mobile food orders. Okay, DCA Mickey pretzel from Pacific Wharf with cheese. Here we go. I love it. Pacific Wharf, 720. Okay, we're good for that. Why is this thing not scrolling up? Thank you to Laramie for the $2 gift. Avatar is replacing Walt. You're going to HE double hockey sticks for that, Laramie. Okay, where am I? Pacific Wharf. Oh no. Oh no! They won't let me order the pretzel with mobile order. Am I in the right? Is that where it's at? Tyler Dawson, get the $5. Thank you, David. Do you agree that Disneyland's Fantasyland is the best and Walt Disney World has the best Tomorrowland? Yes. Eric LK, get the $5. Another $5 for Adam. I'll be sure he gets it. I don't think I can place that mobile order for the pretzel. It's not showing up in mobile order. I could do it at the beer thing. Well, the Pim's pretzel is a completely different ballgame. She just wants a pretzel with cheese. How about at the beer joint over there by Paradise Garden Grill? Will that work for you? Why is this thing not scrolling? I don't like this. I don't like this one bit. Beer place works. Okay. Let me catch up. Gonna leave there. What is that place called? It's called the Beer Place. Okay. Oh, Pacific Wharf. There's the what do you call it? The Pacific Wharf distribution. The Pacific Wharf Beer Place at the Pacific Wharf does have the pretzel. That's where I'm sending you. Don't go to the other one. Don't go to whatever I just said to go to. Stay where you are. Stay at Pacific Wharf. It's going to be at the Pacific Wharf Distribution Company at the little car, okay? Are we good? Not the one at the Gardens. No, we're going to the Pacific Wharf, the beer truck. I didn't realize they sold pretzels there. Okay, it's done. Are you there? Are you local? Can I hit the button? Can I hit the I'm here, prepare my order button? Are we good to go? Yes. Okay, it's done. One person fed a pretzel, courtesy of Fresh Baked. Hey, don't forget to tag us. Put your stuff on social media so everybody can see that I bought you a pretzel. I forgot the number. It's already ready. 5517. 5517. David, you say you're going to Magic Kingdom, but can you go to Magic Kingdom anytime you want? The original Magic Kingdom right here in your own backyard. Yes, and I do, but obviously they don't call it Magic Kingdom anymore. Am I going to be in the park on Monday? I don't know. I don't think so. Question mark. Talk about why you didn't like Dino Land. It's a complete energy change from the rest of the park. We were having a very pleasant day. It was just, we were one with nature. It was zen-like. And then we crossed the threshold into Dino Land, and it was total monkey brains. It was bonkers. Dino Land is just full of children. And I mean, I love kids, but it just changes. It changes everything. It changes the complete mood that you're in. So, I mean, if all I was doing was going to Dino Land, then I'd be fine with it. But having spent all that time in one of the most zen-like places that Disney has ever created, and then you cross that threshold and go to Dino Land, no thank you. And I had a kid with me, and we were having fun, but it just changed everything. It changed everything. I am not going to the park tomorrow. No. Dee Dee Williamson, get the $5. Thank you. Protect the guest experience. Thank you for another amazing week of videos. Thank you for saying that, Dee Dee. I think I missed one somewhere. Let me see. No, I didn't. Okay. Sorry, I am really tired. And I've got another long night ahead of me because I have to write tonight still. I'm debating if I should write the Reedy Creek story tonight or edit State of Disneyland. Amaze JC, get the $5. Thank you. Planning a trip that may fall on Disneyland's anniversary. Do you recommend my first day on the anniversary or day before? Concerned fireworks won't be running on a Monday. Well, if you need to see fireworks, then yeah, they're not. I don't think they run every day during that time of year. So if that's a priority, then don't go. The anniversary is nothing. They do hardly anything for Disney's anniversary. They do a cavalcade sometimes. So I don't know. I wouldn't worry about that. Don't worry about being there for the anniversary unless you just want to be there for the anniversary. Dino Land is what it is because they ran out of money and had to slap it together cheap. Maybe, but that's not the complaint that I have. The complaint that I have isn't that it was cheap or that the rides weren't fun or whatever. I didn't even do any rides. All we did was chase Sophia around at the two little play areas at the very front. My complaint or the reason why I have a problem with it is just it's just a zoo. It's bonkers. It's pandemonium. Everything is just and that's not the mood I was in. Like I said, if that was all I was doing, and I was just there to take Sophia there, I would be a completely different situation. But it just changed my mood completely. Walt's Chili Bowl, get to $10. Thank you. It was a dream come true to meet you and Liz at security checkpoint a couple weeks ago. I remember seeing you there. Yeah, sure. You guys are the sweetest. Thanks so much for the hugs and the pick. You bet. Thank you. Jamie Graham, get to $10. Thank you for the Disney World videos. Getting very excited for my trip in May to Disneyland. We've got a few videos on Disneyland that you can watch as well. Have I ever rode the Lily Bell? Yes, Kevin, a few times. Yes, it's quite wonderful. I think the only way you can ride the Lily Bell right now today is Club 33. Am I right? They don't even do the tour. It used to be you could only ride if you were doing the train tour. But I don't think you can anymore. I don't think anybody can. I missed the beginning of the show. What's the deal with Liz? Where is she? She's on vacation. She's in Washington visiting a friend. She's been there since Monday. Avatar Experience will be a Star Tours retheme. I don't think so. I'm not sure if you're joking or not. Stay Flipped, gifted $5. Thank you. Fantasyland Theater plus Galaxy's Edge, future expansion, backstage area, and demolition equals Pandora. Do you mean that I don't know how Galaxy's Edge and Pandora come together in this little math equation that you're doing here? Let's try to refrain from the politics in the chat, guys. Thank you. I mean, unless you're civil. If you guys can have a friendly conversation, that's fine. But I feel like it's about to go off. My spidey senses are tingling a little bit. Laramie, are you aware, David, that you walked by Club 33 right by Festival of Lion King right after you... No, I had no idea. Is there a big sign that says Club 33? Was I supposed to know it? Maybe an Avatar show at the Hyperion? No, I don't think so. Mr. ProTech HD, Bob Iger loves to cut cast member hours. I'm not sure Bob Iger is in charge of scheduling cast at Disneyland. I don't think that's on his list of responsibilities. I know. Okay, it's in my shot, yes, but how am I supposed to know that that's Club 33? You know what I mean? Like, how am I supposed to know that? There's another one for the Hyperion. No, I don't think that Avatar is going into Hyperion at all. No. The green light does. I don't think so. I really don't think so. That they've got a whole president of parks for that. Josh D'Amaro. There's a whole president who's in charge of that kind of thing, and there's a whole other president who's in charge of Disneyland specifically. So I don't think that he's even saying do this or do that with cast member hours. I don't think the cast are going to be affected at all at Disneyland with this cut. Anything that happens at Disneyland with regard to cast, that's on Pot Rock. That's a Pot Rock thing. Brecken Gifford gifted $5. Thank you. Hey, David, is there any weight to the rumor that Disney is transitioning to 100% SoCal resident annual passes? Heard this from a ticket agent today. That's the first I've ever heard of that. No, I don't think that's going to happen. There are too many out-of-staters who have APs that want APs. I don't think that's going to happen. Do you think the monorail refurbishment has anything to do with downtown Disney construction? No, I don't think so. I think they're just doing concrete. Steve Boutte, get the $5. Thank you. I bet the Singapore Avatar experience will come to a soundstage in Hollywood and DC. That's a logical line of thinking. Yes. I could see that as a possibility. The Real Sykes gifted $20. Thank you. I've only been to Disneyland once. Oh my gosh, really? Just one time? And when I went, I was on a plant-based diet. I'll be back in April and I'm no longer on that diet. Yes, good. Any must-try quick service food items that I should seek out? Thanks for all of the content. Well, it's all up to taste, man. It's all up to, individual taste. So I can't really say that one thing is better than the other. Get yourself a Ronto wrap. That's fun. Although they do have a vegan option on that. Guys, help me out. What? A corn dog. Yeah, there you go. Bengal barbecue. There you go. Bengal barbecue. It's a little chewy, but the sauce is great. Sean from Phoenix, get the $5. Thank you. Hi, David. A lot going on here with Phoenix Open and the Super Bowl. Is that today? Do they run the Phoenix Open a day ahead of schedule? So today would have been round 2. Is that right? Is my boy Ricky playing? Is Ricky in this one? It started today. So they're going to play on Sunday? Cheese sandwich and tomato soup. Yeah, but that's not exactly, meat eater. I think she wants some chicken and some beef. Linda Villarreal, get the $5. Thank you. Long time no see from New Mexico. Hope you are well and the family too. We are doing great. Thank you very much, Linda. Glad you're back. I will not be in the parks tomorrow. No. Avatar will replace churros. A churrotar or an Avaro. Ooh. Yeah, get the chicken also. The chicken at the Plaza Inn is great. Carolina C, get the $5. Thank you. Hi, guys. I'm late in joining. Did you cover the Nelson Peltz Disney proxy news that broke today? No, I haven't. I didn't break that. Oh, I didn't. That gets a little too... The quarter reports is about as financial as I like to get, if I can help it. If it were a slow news week, I might have talked about that, but I didn't really cover it. But he basically called it off, right? He says he's no longer doing it. So I would have had to have covered the initial proxy bid and then say, it's being called off. But I don't know. I had too much to do, too much to get into, and that was a little too niche, I think. Stay left, get the $5 again. What if they use the future expansion area next to Galaxy? Okay, I get that for Pandora. That's where I'm lost, is that those spaces, the expansion area for Galaxy's Edge doesn't actually connect with Fantasyland. Toontown is in between that, so I'm not sure how you connect those things. And it's not enough. That little space, the only thing you could do with that future expansion space is put more Galaxy's Edge. I guess is what I'm saying. It's too disconnected from anything else to be anything else besides more Galaxy's Edge. Here's a good one. Michael DeLuzio, Pandora, most likely replacing Avengers Campus and Cars Land. Yes. Solid. Ooh, an Avatar people mover. I like that. Mike Shore, Pandora of Gummy Glen. Stay tuned to our State of Disneyland report. Anyone talk about Tim Allen's tweet about Toy Story? No. No, I haven't. What tweet? I don't know what he said. Ricky's even through 10. They suspend. Why did they play? Why was play suspended? Oh no! They don't suspend what For what? Did it rain in Arizona? Robert Ty, based on what Chris from Provo said, I think the 7K jobs will come from the Disney Plus movie side. Well, that seems to be the generally accepted uh, line of thinking, is that it's mostly going to be entertainment. And I mean, I'm sure they're not going to cut 7,000 Disney Plus jobs. I don't think there are even 7,000 Disney Plus jobs, or even they could. I don't know. I don't know if you could say most, but I think it will be in on the media side. I think that I think Demaro said today that they're not expecting. Oh, Frostily, I get a Frostily. They're not expecting to cut any or very many frontline workers. So while that kind of that's good for Disneyland, but still, there's apparently 7,000 people working for the Disney company that shouldn't be. And that doesn't even count parks. Man, goodness, how many people do they hire? Why? Wow, that's a lot of people. Aaron McCauley, get the $5. Thank you. What's up, Fresh Baked? Love the videos. Who's watching the little one while you're doing the live stream? I don't know. Or the Buddy, the dog? She's fine. She's got her toothpaste. 10 Fresh Baked points if anybody can get that reference. And by the way, her brother is watching her. Yeah, so that was a point. Somebody just mentioned the proofreaders. Like I said, I don't think they're going to cut any more parks jobs. The parks are as thin as they could get already. So I don't think it's going to be very many parks jobs. Nobody. There we go. Finally, I was just going to say nobody got my reference, but Chris got there. That's 10 Fresh Baked points for you. And Kimberly. Kimberly's on it now. There we go. Oh, now everybody's got it. Is there that much of a lag? Is there a big lag? My goodness. It's not Caddyshack, but I do love that movie. Deania Bowers, gift of $10. Thank you, Deania. Hello, David. I hope this is okay to say. We want to say thank you for all your kindness and positivity. It doesn't seem like we tell people enough. We lost someone suddenly on Sunday, so thank you. You tell me plenty, Deania. You are always very kind with the things you say. I'm sorry for your loss. I have no idea what to say in those occasions, but my heart goes out to you. But thank you. Very kind of you to say that. Willie Baker, do you reckon maybe the job losses with the Disney cruise lines? No, if anything, they're growing the cruise lines. Like I said, I have a feeling there's probably some redundancies in media. That's the only thing I could think of. Disney's done a lot of hiring in the past few years. They've done a lot of hiring. So there's probably some redundancies that they have been able to, consolidate some positions. Cindy Sawyer, get the $5. Thank you. Disney is a huge corporation, and I highly doubt park jobs are at risk. You are correct. Disney is a huge corporation. Jungle Cruise and Avatar Experience. I mean, that kind of works, to be honest. It kind of does, but I don't think it will. But they would, I mean, oh God. That gives me so much anxiety because it makes sense. But I don't want it to happen because I love Jungle Cruise just the way it is. But I mean, it makes sense. they could totally do something, Pandora-y. But I kind of feel like, don't you think that Pandora deserves its own land, not just a small exhibit or an attraction? Doesn't Pandora deserve its own land? Not an experience, like, unless that experience is something small and temporary. I just don't see how you put a small little thing as part of a bigger thing. It just, not for Avatar. Avatar is just too big. Mr. Robin Nass, get the $2. What is the opening day of Toontown? Very much. April 8th, I think. Is that right off the top of my head? April 8th? Peter Pandora. March 8th. Yeah, I'm sorry. March 8th. That's right. Is that right? March 8th? Yeah, March 8th. Avatar at Redwood Creek Challenge. No, I don't want that. D.D. Williamson, get the $2. Thank you. Did you do a video on the new World of Color show? I filmed it. I haven't talked about it. It's all right. I kind of, it's taken me 10 years to figure out. I shouldn't say I didn't figure it out this year. I figured it out. Was it last year? Or maybe the year before? I'm not sure. People don't really care to watch shows like that on YouTube. Fireworks, Fantasmic, World of Color. I mean, even the 100th, the Wondrous Journeys. There's people don't care. Nope. At no point did anybody ever say, you know what, I really want to go back and watch that fireworks show that was out a year ago. You know what I mean? Like, I just. But I guess I should give an opinion on it. You're an exception, Dee Dee. You're an exception. But people just don't care. I used to think, oh my God, I'm going to shoot this fireworks show and put it on YouTube, and people are going to go click, 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 click. They don't. They went click, and that's it. Jim Chamberlain, get the $5 for no good reason. Thank you very much, Jim. The Real Sykes, get the $20. Thank you. Thanks for the advice on the meaty treats. I may have only been to Disneyland once, but I can't even count how many times I've been in Walt Disney World. Regardless, Disneyland is my favorite park, so I'm happy to be finally heading back. I mean, it is great. It is great. Adventures in Oregon, get the $5. Thank you. Can you announce to my 6-year-old Lillian that we're going to Disneyland for Dad's birthday, and Fresh Baked is buying us a treat when in the and Fresh Baked is buying us a treat when we're in the park? Well, I can tell you that Lillian, that you're going to Disneyland with your dad. I don't know how I'm going to buy the treat. Are you guys going to stalk me? Are you going to chase me down and drag me to the churro cart? Aaron McCullough, get the $2. Thank you. The Hollywood Pandora backlot. I mean, it's better than what they got. Hi, David. What are your thoughts on the AR on the Mario Kart ride? Does it look good? It's completely useless. It doesn't. It's not very good. It's clear in the visor. It's clear. It's not like all wonky, but it doesn't mesh with what we're seeing in the physical environments at all. It's pointless. It really is pointless. They should have just made it a plain dark ride. But I get why they did it, but it didn't work. Put the World of Color on Patreon? ? I mean, I can. I'm due for some Patreon content, actually. I have been so completely busy. Since I've been back from Walt Disney World, I think I've made 18 videos in 20 days. And I can't keep up. I can't keep up. I still have 2 more videos that I can make for Walt Disney World. I still have 2 more. I can still make a Animal Kingdom Lodge video, and I can do a resort video. I don't know if I'm ever going to get to it. Candace, get the $5. Thank you. I've heard the Food and Wine Fest in DCA sometimes does a soft open the Thursday before it officially starts. That's the last day of my trip. Yeah, they often, sometimes, Sometimes. Last year they did. It was the day before. I want to say the day before they did a soft opening, and I was there for that. Luckily. Heidi Little, get the $10. Thank you. Hi, I'm from Seattle. I love your positivity and the painstaking work you put into your videos. I'm going to Disneyland for my 40th and spoiling myself with a VIP tour. Have you ever done one? Any tips? I have never done a VIP tour at Disneyland. I just recently did the one at Universal in Orlando. I don't know how to do a tour. I kind of would rather not myself. I would kind of rather, because they kind of take you where they want to go, I think. At least that's what our guy did. We didn't have a choice. So I don't know if the same is true for Disney's guided, VIP tours, but I don't know. I don't know how to do a tour. I really don't know how. I don't know how to do it right. I have no idea. Sean for Phoenix gifted $5. Thank you. Instead of dinosaurs, you see Avatar on the train. Okay. I'm good. Pandora's Treehouse. Princess Night tickets are still available. Wow. That's shocking. That's kind of shocking. Godzilla versus Avatar: The Ride. I mean, I think, well, as long as it's not screens. I have not tried hardly any. Somebody just asked if I tried the Haunted Mansion cake. No. Well, if it's the same cake, you're saying it's the same cake from Halloween, then yes, it was okay. The Avatar experience. Somebody just made me think, just like the NBA experience at Walt Disney World. It'll be over at the ESPN zone. God, I hope not. I don't think Star Wars Night is happening, Hillary. We would have heard about it by now. I mean, it's already, we're 2 months away, 3 months away from May 4th, right? And if they're going to do it, that's the time to do it, right? May 4th? Will there be Hyperspace Mountain? I think they're going to do it again this year, yeah. Why no Star Wars Night? I don't know. Ask Disney. But they thought that they could do a Princess Night. My guess is budget. My guess is that it costs significantly more to put on the Star Wars Night than it does the Princess Night. Matthew Thomas, get the $2. Thank you. It wasn't announced at D23, so maybe not a land. No, look, it's not a land. I can't. I just can't believe that it would be. It didn't. They would have been making such a big deal about this, and it wouldn't have been something that casually was dropped by Iger in a quarterly report. I'm just saying. Dude, Palpatine was so good last year at Star Wars Night. He was great. I mean, that was shocking to me how much I enjoyed seeing Palpatine. Sharon, I've been talking about Star Wars Night for the last 10 minutes. Did you not get it? No, I don't think there will be. They haven't said, which is a good sign that they're not, because they should have by now. There she is, Sharon. I think there's a delay. I think that's what it is, that there's a delay. I see your comments way later than with respect to in response to whatever it is that I'm saying. Did I say that right? I feel like I just screwed that up. I wouldn't go to 90s night, but I sure would go to 80s night. That's for sure. What is the best After Dark night? Well, Star Wars night, in my opinion. Unless you count Oogie Boogie. Does Oogie Boogie count? But I enjoyed Star Wars night last year. Am I going to Princess night? No, I'm not. Stay Fluff, get the $2. Thank you. The Avatar experience is a popcorn bucket. Yeah, that's good. Jason Lewis, get the $5. Thank you. It seems Disneyland Resort has no more unused land to build anything new. That's correct, yes. So Avatar experience can only be what? Well, that's the question, isn't it? There's a little bit of space. There's a little bit of room for expansion behind Avengers Campus, behind the Tower of Terror. And then Galaxy's Edge has a little bit of an expansion pad. Anything else is backstage, so they would have to find a way to repurpose, or relocate whatever's happening backstage. They did a very interesting thing. I was wondering why they built Runaway Railway, the building so big. Why did they build it so big? Well, it turns out it's because the second floor of that building is offices. A lot of the offices that were backstage where Runaway Railway is now, they had to destroy those, but they built offices on the second floor. So there are people who work above Runaway Railway. I think that's cool. Amaze JC, but aren't they planning that space behind Mission Breakout for the new Avengers e-ticket? Yes, I was just saying those are the only two areas that have room for development. But it is supposed to be for the new Avengers e-ticket, and I don't think they're going to put Avatar there. No. Cherry Krabby Pelly, get the $10. Thank you. You think Avatar would go into the ESPN zone? No, because they said Disneyland. Right? He didn't say the Disneyland Resort. He said Disneyland. Now I think that I could kind of say if it's going to DCA that you would call it Disneyland, but they certainly wouldn't, I don't think, refer to it as Disneyland if it was just Downtown Disney. I don't think they would. SoCal Duran. Maybe that's why they are clearing out the tables at the Hyperion. I don't know why they're clearing out those tables, but my guess is that it has something to do with the new show coming to the Hyperion. Nothing to do with Avatar or the e-ticket. Why would you say that? What? Avatar is not going to Tom Sawyer's Island. Disneyland Forward is not coming soon. So no, Pat, I don't think it's going to Disneyland Forward soon. Disneyland Forward is not, it's not a thing. It's not, I'll believe Disneyland Forward when they break ground or if we get some actual concept art or something. But until I get something more substantive, I can't say it. Substantial, I guess I'll change the word. Disneyland Forward is not a thing to me. Disneyland Forward is nothing more right now than a PowerPoint presentation in order to sell the city of Anaheim on letting Disney build whatever they want. Would you guys want a Soarin' over Pandora? I mean, that's pretty much what Flight of Passage is, to be honest. Aaron McCauley, get the $5. Thank you. If there's no more space, just have Avatar flying over the 5 freeway. Now, when you say have Avatar flying over the 5 freeway, what do you mean? What's the whole movie? Or do you mean like a Banshee? I don't know why people look at that. They're absolutely no on Soarin'. Guys, I do not understand. You could have Soarin'. Like right now, you could have Soarin'. You You could put Toy Story flying over. I don't like Soren, man. I might go if they put Soren over Pandora. Soren does not, I just don't get it. I don't get Soren. I really don't. I don't understand. Melissa, you said I don't see where Avatar can fit in Disneyland. I say put something where Innoventions is. Well, isn't Innoventions Disneyland? That's right in the middle of Tomorrowland. Not to mention, Innoventions is already being updated to be a DVC lounge, so they can't put it there. That's already been committed and planned. Aaron McCullough get the $2. Soaring over Pandora. There's a vote. There's a vote. Guys, we're getting Toy Story 5. If they're making a 5, then you know they're going to make a 6 too. So it ain't over. The space, people have talked about putting Tron and Innoventions for years. The footprint for Innoventions is not near big enough to put a Tron attraction. You need Tron would consume a solid third of all of Tomorrowland. It would consume Innoventions, uh, the space between Innoventions and all the way over to Buzz Lightyear, and then probably half of Autopia and the Nemo Lagoon. That's how big. That's how big Tron is. Tron is a land in itself. But man, those videos look good. Those videos at night, it's almost as if Tron doesn't exist during the day. Nobody puts out Tron videos during the day. I haven't seen a single ride through or a clip or a photo of Tron during the day. And that's the majority of the day. The majority of the day at Disneyland is spent during the day. But every every video and every photo is Tron at night. It looks great at night though. It really does. AK Disney, DVC will be second floor. Yes, that's true, but I don't think you can put both in the same building. I don't like that as an idea. I don't think you can put both Tron and Avatar in the same building. I mean, physically they probably could, but I don't think they should. Do you guys hear my daughter back there? She's having the time of her life, it sounds like, with Tristan. That's all. If I ever go like silent or I just don't do anything, it's because I'm listening. Run away, she's saying. Run away, run away. I don't know if that's the dog. She does a lot of pretending. She loves to pretend. She loves to pretend to eat. She's constantly feeding me fake food. And I got to do that. That's delicious. Like 100 times a day. I can't. I can't. Steve Boutte, the walkway between Tomorrowland and Storybook Circus through Tron. Oh, you're at Magic Kingdom. I was thinking, what are you talking about? Stay Fluffed, get the $2. Thank you. It is if it's based on Avatar 2, replace Nemo. Thought. Obsessed for Disneyland, get a dollar for no good reason. Thank you very much. Can Disneyland buy more space, or is that too expensive? Ryan, do you mean like real estate? Yes. Well, certainly everybody has a price. Any business that is proximate to Disneyland, like for those on Harbor Boulevard, etc., are just you're printing money, basically. The hotels. There are so many hotels that, like, I don't know how they managed to squeeze that one little sliver. I forget the name of it. Camelot, was it Camelot? No, the one next door to that. They don't want to sell, and that's what people talk about. Why doesn't Disney just buy all that property? Well, it takes two. It takes two for a piece of real estate to sell, and that includes people wanting to sell it. The guy who owns the candy cane is not interested in selling his hotel, or her. They're fine. They're very content running their little hotel next to Disneyland. And I don't know what that number would have to be in order to get them to sell. But it's certainly not, the number wouldn't be representative of what the land is actually worth, in spite of it being next door to Disneyland. I can't get over it. She's nuts. Do you think they'll knock Launch Bay for Avatar? No, I do not. Launch Bay is going to be a DVC lounge, you guys. Launch Bay, it's already been settled. It's a DVC lounge. Do you think Disneyland really needs to expand? Yes, I do. I don't it's not necessary, they don't need to. It's wonderful the way it is, but they need, if they want to make Disneyland more like Walt Disney World, a resort destination, then they need a third gate. And they're building more hotels and everything. They're going to have a whole bunch of hotels. They need more entertainment to draw people here. Didn't they pay like 33 million for the old Carousel Hotel? I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know what the actual number is, but is that, and that's just a little sliver of a building. It's just it's a parking lot now. Melissa. They should do that, Melissa. I think that's a fine idea. I'll draw up some concept art and see what you think. EAB, Launch Bay is a lounge. What a waste. I don't disagree with that. I don't feel like that's a very good use of that space. Steve C gets an $8. Thank you. If Disneyland does need to expand, do they need Downtown Disney? Can they put Downtown Disney in this Toy Story lot? Well, that's what they're trying to do. That's what Disneyland Forward is, but they can't. The parking lot, the Toy Story parking lot, is not zoned for commercial business, and that's the whole point of Disneyland Forward, is they're trying to lobby the city to change how that space is zoned. They can't do anything at Toy Story besides park cars right now. So it's a great idea. Move Downtown Disney to to the Toy Story lot, sure. But when it comes to Disneyland Forward, they were actually planning to do both still. They were going to build more in Downtown Disney. They were going to build more Downtown Disney style stuff at the Toy Story lot and keep Downtown Disney. So yes, Disney does need Downtown Disney. It's actually not enough space to do a significant amount of work. I don't think. You can't. It's not a third gate. It's not big enough for that. Cat Day, the Innoventions building has plenty of space for the DVC lounge and an Avatar experience. I'm not saying it doesn't. I'm not saying that they're not physically able to. I'm saying they shouldn't. I feel like you can't. You can't mix. I don't like it as an idea. If the Angels end up moving from Anaheim, I hope Disney purchases Angel Stadium and the land surrounding it. Well, that's been a pipe dream for Disney fans for years, hasn't it? That and the Garden Walk. But the Garden Walk, Disney had plenty of opportunities to buy that land and they didn't. So they're not going to. I don't even know if they're interested, to be honest, in Angel Stadium. Should they move? Now, that's not a real thing. That was discussed for a minute a few years ago. They almost moved here just down the street to Tustin, where they eventually did the Tustin Legacy apartments, but that was almost an Angel Stadium situation. But I don't think the Angels are moving. I really don't. Evan Layton, get the $20. Thank you very much, kind sir. How much property does Disney have to the north of Garden Walk? Oh, and there's nothing better than Sophie Giggles. Well, I agree on the second part. I don't know. I don't know what they own. I should look into that one of these days. But I'm sure they own pieces here and there, but it's all patchwork. Nothing connects. I know they own that lot, Caddy Corner, where Harbor meets Ball, and you make a left on Harbor onto Ball to go to the Mickey and Friends parking structure. The property that's Caddy Corner from that Disney owns. I know that, but that doesn't really connect, and I don't think that's zoned properly either. Steve C gets at $8. I think it's another parking lot, if I'm not mistaken. Steve C gets at $8. Thank you. Is there a swamp somewhere in California they can buy and then just move shop? I don't think so. Provost Park Pass. Chris Provost is in the chat. Hey, Chris. Angels aren't moving. Plus, go Padres. I can agree with the first half of that statement, but I can't agree with the second half of that statement. No, I don't. Angels greater than Padres, sir. By the way, thank you for joining me and that thing that we're doing in San Diego coming up. I haven't talked about that yet in public. Are you going to say anything, or what? Is it 8 o'clock? Yeah, I guess we got to wait, huh? We don't even know if that's happening. Never mind. I'm going to shut up. Okay, yeah, I guess it's 8 o'clock. So, you know what? You still got 3 minutes. I started late. I'm going to give you guys 3 minutes. Bonus minutes. Yeah, it's going to be a good time. I'm looking forward. Did you see that they want Liz and Amanda too? That's fun. That's going to be a fun thing. This will be the closest thing that we've done to a collab. Although, well, anyway, never mind. I don't want to get into it. Okay, so yeah, let's go ahead and call it because I forgot. I got to go put that child to bed. She's been screaming for an hour, so she's probably pretty tired. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us for this hour. I do appreciate it. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys very, very much. Thank you for your kindness and your fellowship and your generosity. You guys are the best. I missed a super chat. What? I got that one. Oh, Kristen B, get the $5. Thank you. I'm late to the game. I apologize, but where do you think the Avatar experience will be? Right now, my money is on stage 12. But there's a lot of possibilities. There's a lot of possibilities. But my money right now, if you were to make me place a bet, I'd bet it on stage 12. All right, I got to go put the baby to bed. I love you guys. Be safe out there. Be kind to one another. Fresh baked.